As an empath, you may find that the world is too loud. A Sigma empath's abilities extend far beyond simple empathy. It's a totally new way of perceiving the world and interacting with it. The abilities needed to function as a Sigma empath are vastly distinct from the norm. Sigma empaths have an intrinsic capacity to feel and understand the emotions of others. They aren't naive idealists who only perceive the best in the world. Instead, they have enhanced sensitivities that enable them to detect subtle changes in emotional state. People with the Sigma empathic personality type not only understand you, but also know what you're thinking, feeling, hoping, and dreaming. They appear to anticipate your thoughts even before you utter them. They seem to be capable of picking up on your most private emotions and thoughts, as if they possessed some sort of invisible antenna. Empaths who can mimic the emotions of those around them are sometimes called mirror touch empaths. If you've ever been in the company of a Sigma empath, you know that they have a seemingly supernatural knack for making you feel like you're truly being heard, seen, and understood. And that's why a lot of folks assume Sigma empaths have superpowers. How do Sigma empaths vary from the rest of us? The key distinction is that Sigma empaths are predisposed to feel and manipulate the emotions of those around them. They seem to be able to read the moods and minds of individuals around them, even if they can't see them, as if they possess some sort of extrasensory perception. Here are 11 things that Sigma empaths do that might help you figure out if you are one. 1. You have a hard time dealing with large groups of people and end each day feeling physically and mentally drained. Because of their heightened sensitivity, Sigma empaths are susceptible to taking on the feelings of those around them. This can rapidly leave them feeling depleted and fatigued. They need to be aware of their environment and take measures to prevent unnecessary stimulation whenever they find themselves among a large group of people. They need to take time off to rest and refocus regularly. If you suspect that you are a Sigma empath, there are a few things you may do to safeguard your vitality. To begin with, do everything you can to spend less time in places that are overly stimulating. When entering a busy area, it's smart to prepare an escape route ahead of time. Second, plan time for yourself at regular intervals during the day. Finally, remember to always tune in to your physical self. You're free to take a break and rest if you need to. You've earned it if you've been feeling overwhelmed. By following these rules, Sigma empaths can learn to control their feelings and do well in their chosen field. 2. You are a leader who can win over followers without drawing attention to yourself. When it comes to leadership, you have a lot of pull as a Sigma empath. You have a keen insight into the wants and needs of others. It's easy for you to persuade others to see things your way and gain their support for your ideas. Thanks to this, you'll be a leader that inspires confidence and excellence in others around you. You have a high moral compass and never waver from your principles. As a result, people will look up to you as a reliable leader and desire to follow your lead. You have a knack for listening as well. When talking to you, people generally feel heard and understood. But your genuine power is in your capacity to lead without being aggressive or demanding. You exude a sense of calm authority that draws others to you. You have inherent leadership abilities, but you prefer to operate quietly in the background. Help people by making use of your Sigma empath abilities. 3. You are an extremely emotional person. To be a Sigma empath means being among the most emotionally attuned individuals present. Your capacity to sense and respond to the feelings of others is so profound that it can be exhausting. You may feel exhausted after being in a crowded area or with a large group of people. In order to refuel, highly sensitive people typically prefer quiet time alone. You have a special connection with people because you can truly understand and share their feelings. This boon, however, has the potential to become a thorn in one's side. It can be challenging to shield yourself from the onslaught of feelings all the time. You must learn to shield yourself from destructive emotions if you are a Sigma empath. You could try things like meditation or spending time in the great outdoors. You may find that reducing your time spent on the news and social media is helpful. Keep in mind that your heightened sensitivity comes with the territory of being an empath. Take advantage of your perceptiveness by settling on an optimistic outlook. 4. People tend to confide in you. Do you ever wonder what makes some people so easy to talk to? Someone with a high empathic quotient is someone who exudes empathy and makes it simple for people to open up to them. A number of factors contribute to this result. The first distinguishing feature of Sigma empaths is their exceptional ability to interpret and understand others' nonverbal signals. That way, they can provide emotional support to those who need it. They are also great listeners because they don't pass judgment or interrupt. The result is an environment where people feel comfortable opening up and sharing their experiences without the fear of being misunderstood. Finally, they usually have the gift of making other people feel appreciated and seen. Consequently, they are trustworthy and reliable companions. Because of your Sigma empath abilities, you also have a profound understanding of the human experience. You have an understanding of what makes people tick and why they act the way they do. Connect with others and form friendships that will last a lifetime. Being a Sigma empath has both pros and cons, but it also shows that you are tough, persistent, and have a strong character. 5. You have an uncanny ability to spot a liar. When you're a Sigma empath, you can tell a lot about a person just by looking at them. The Sigma brainwave that gives you this gift also makes you sensitive to changes in a person's tone of voice, body language, and even energy level. People who are lying may raise or lower the pitch of their voice. Some signs of this condition include a decrease in openness and an increase in aloofness, particularly in regards to making eye contact. You can usually tell when someone is being dishonest, even if they aren't blatantly lying to you. You can sense the tension and deceit, even if they are skilled at masking their emotions. The skill of reading people is useful in any circumstance where establishing trust is vital. Knowing how to spot a liar can give you an upper hand in any situation, whether you're attempting to negotiate a business deal or get to the bottom of a personal crisis. This skill has a wide range of applications, but it should be used responsibly. 6. You have an exceptional awareness of the world around you. You do not merely process information in a logical, rational way. You also do so unconsciously. This will help you see hints that others might miss. When someone is lying, you might catch them in mid-stride, or when they're anxious, their posture might shift. Because of this, you may feel like you're being inundated with data all the time. The enhanced sensitivity that results from this heightened awareness goes well beyond the physical world. You may react strongly to the vibe of a room or a specific scent. Sigma empaths have a reputation for keen insight. In some ways, this enhanced awareness is a boon, but in others, it can be a curse. They may have trouble keeping up with the constant stream of information coming at them. Sigma empaths may need time alone to refuel and think things over so they don't get burned out. 7. When others hurt, it hurts you. Having empathy means having the capacity to identify with and comprehend the emotions of another person. As a basic human ability, it allows us to understand and appropriately respond to the feelings of those around us. The ability to empathize with others is a defining characteristic of empaths. They have a great capacity for empathy and are quick to pick up on the feelings of those around them. Rare people with the ability to feel the emotions of others are called Sigma empaths. In Sigma terms, this indicates that they experience other people's emotions as strongly as if they were their own. This can be a trying and painful experience, but it also gives them insight that others lack. For instance, Sigma empaths have the ability to understand opposing viewpoints and discover areas of agreement that others overlook. They have a natural talent for easing the suffering of others and guiding them through difficult feelings. Although Sigma empaths only account for a small fraction of the overall population, their talents can have far-reaching effects. 8. You value your independence beyond all else. People of all backgrounds place a high value on their own independence, but for some, this freedom is paramount. The ability to live one's life in accordance with one's own ideals and values is of the utmost importance to Sigma empaths. They have a solid sense of identity and are capable of standing on their own 2 feet. They have a high capacity for sympathy and are sensitive to the feelings of those around them. Sigma empaths tend to be rebellious individuals who follow their own unique path in life. They have a high degree of autonomy and reliance on themselves, and they reject the idea of conforming to the group. They would rather strike out on their own and figure things out as they go. They are very protective of their freedom and will not allow anyone or anything to compromise it. Individual liberty is a Sigma's primary concern. Many introverts seek jobs and ways of living that provide them with autonomy over their schedules and responsibilities. People of this type tend to chafe under the constraints of regular 9-to-5 work and other forms of bureaucracy. 9. You have an exceptional degree of intuition. The ability to rapidly and accurately assess and comprehend people and situations is a hallmark of those who are extremely intuitive. You're quite intuitive, which gives you the ability to know stuff without understanding how you know it logically. The terms gut feeling or sixth sense may also be appropriate. Because of your innate intuitiveness, you have a great capacity for empathy and understanding. The ability to empathize and care for others shows in your relationships with friends, partners, and children. You have a natural capacity to help others heal and improve, which may attract you to occupations like counseling and coaching. Recognize the special value of your innate intuitive abilities. If you want to make good decisions in life, you should listen to your gut. With a Sigma empath, you'll never have to worry about getting lost. They have a unique ability to perceive and comprehend things that other people miss because of their lack of intuition. Your intuition is the still, small voice that knows exactly what you need to know at any given moment. It's a natural talent that everyone possesses. With developed intuitive faculties, one can gain insight into the underlying nature of things rather than just their surface appearance. One's own innate intelligence, wisdom, and direction can be accessed through the practice of trusting one's intuition. Sigma empaths have a high level of intuition and can often foresee potential problems. 10. They have no trouble tuning into their inner wisdom. They have faith in their innate ability to find solutions, and they never doubt their gut instincts. Sigma's intuitive abilities are a tremendous resource for improving decision-making, reaching one's potential, and optimizing one's life. You give a lot of thought to what you've been through. Have you ever thought about past events long after they were over? Well, you're in good company. Sigma empaths are prone to long periods of introspection. Their uniqueness lies in the fact that they think deeply about the experiences they have had. They can't stop thinking about what happened and trying to figure out what it all means. They are not simply debating the event in their heads, but also attempting to put themselves in the shoes of those around them. It aids in their comprehension, allowing for a more constructive, less harmful exchange of words. It's a form of Sigma empathy, and it's proved extremely helpful in both personal and professional connections, whether they're attempting to determine how to deal with a sticky situation at work or comfort a buddy who's going through a rough patch. Sigma's capacity to think critically about their own and others' experiences has enabled them to express themselves effectively. They have the ability to shift their viewpoint and are continually on the lookout for underlying significance. That way, they can better comprehend what they went through. Sigma empaths usually have a lot of deep feelings and thoughts that they often think about.